Hello everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday so far. So there was a Nintendo Direct recently, and Splatoon Raiders is coming out next month, and I absolutely want to play it. So I figured something fun to do today would to kind of, I guess, show you the process on how I make a model or make a design for a model, I guess. Like how I do my little PNG things here. So, I do use my tablet for like initial sketching and stuff. Yeah, overall today's gonna be like super chill. I don't know, my wrist is still being weird, so I'm trying to give it as much rest as I possibly can. Oh boy, I didn't think through my setup very well today. Okay. 1 second. I lower my chair, that makes it easier. Oh yeah, I was absolutely so excited when I saw the Zelda announcement. Ocarina of Time was my first video game, pretty much. So like, it makes me happy to see such a beautiful remake in the works. Sorry, I'm like adjusting the music here. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see such a beautiful remake. And like, I'm excited to play it. But for now, we're focusing on Splatoon Raiders. Honestly, the game looks super fun. Like, I don't know how a solo player experience will be, but I am eager to see what comes up. But for now, I think we can sort of just try and come up with some cute ideas for a little Splatoon model. Because obviously, I'm still gonna be me. Still gonna be Cari. Just gonna be a little squiddy. Or I guess Octo. I prefer being an Octoling, if I'm being honest. I don't know why. It's just like just a very big preference of mine to be an Octo. I don't know if you can hear, but I do have my cat in the room. Unfortunately, my mom is out, and I feel really bad because she's actually kind of sick as well. So I couldn't go with her to the appointment because I promised myself I would stream as much as I could this month. Basically, whenever I was able. So he's in here wanting attention. If you hear an occasional meow, I apologize. But anyway, let's just get a general shape going here. Sorry, I go pretty quiet when I'm drawing, because it's just like, I like to focus on it. Okay, wait, let me see if I edit the sound settings, if you can hear him. Because he's being very loud. Or not loud, but he's being quite noisy. Oh! Never mind, he just jumped down. He wants to leave. Or not. Let me see if I can turn off the sound filters I have going on. Oh wait, but I don't want to because that means I have to redo them all over again. Shoot. Okay, never mind. You guys just might hear him. He can get pretty loud. Isn't that right, Caramel? Oh, big yawn. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can show him to you guys via the camera here. Hi! It's been a while since I've used this playlist because for some reason, whenever I used it, Twitch would mute some parts of the video. And I'm just like, that's annoying. But, oh well. I'm basically just gonna be making me in the Splatoon style, almost, I guess. Something doesn't look right. I'm so sorry, I'm like distracted by my cat and stuff. And I'm just like trying to brain out. It's been a while since I've like done a good big drawing. Or not big, I guess, but like a model sketch, I guess. I mean, I do have that Law fan art I'm working on. But that's not what I'm focusing on right now. Oh, but back to the game. It kind of looks like sort of Infinite Salmon Run almost, which is interesting. Like in Infinite Solo Salmon Run. Hi, Belle. How's it going? I'm making a Splatoon model for the Splatoon Raiders game that's coming out. And did you see the Ocarina of Time announcement? They're remaking it and I'm so excited. I'm good. Like I said, I'm super excited. There's so many good things being announced, like game-wise. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a personalized model for each of them, but like, ah! But yeah, Splatoon Raiders comes out next month, so I want to see if I can make this one within the month, you know? Splatoon eyes are pretty big. Like you can see it right here. It's got like... Honestly, that is almost how I draw my eyes, if you can see. It's just the sort of cat eye-ish shape. Then Octo's got the little swoop. And I think there's one up as well. If there's not, oh well. It's just, it's my Octo. I can make it how I want. But yeah, I know, it looks so beautiful. And I absolutely want to stream it when it comes out, if I can afford to get it. Like, it genuinely, it looks beautiful. Ocarina of Time was, like, my first game. And it, like, essentially founded most of my tastes in games. Does that mean you need to get a Switch too? It might. I don't know if it'll be compatible with the Switch 1. I'm hoping it is, but if not, it might mean you need a Switch too. Because judging by the quality of the... I don't know, I'm not gonna say demo, but judging by the quality of, like, the small little tidbit we got, it kind of seems like it's gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive. Because it's gonna be running on that HD quality, baby. I'm so excited, I can't wait. I'm actually gonna do this to make it more akin to my model. Yes, HD. Exactly. We've been wanting an HD Zelda remake forever. So now they're like, hey, go drop... Let's be honest, it's probably gonna be full price. So, like, here in Canada, it's like, hey, go drop $100 on a game. Okay? Okay. But I think that's only if you get the physical. I think the digital is, like, a little bit cheaper now. At least I know Splatoon Raiders is gonna be cheaper than, like, the usual $100 I'd have to spend on a mainline game. Which is honestly pretty comforting. Okay, I need to plan how my hairstyle works with, like, tentacle. You know? The octoling thing. I would definitely have, like, the suction cup thing going on. How many is the question? I think 2 would be fine. Because it could kind of represent, like, the little tuft thingies, I guess. Ooh, but how would it be tied? I mean, I guess it could just be the candy thing again. Oh, but that's awkward with the ears. I have to figure out how to adjust my stuff, I guess. Okay, this eye is, like, way too far over here. Oops. And I guess I need to make it more tentacle-like. No, I usually have it closer to this side. I guess it would kind of be like that. And then just have, like, the little suckers. Oh, cute! I like that. Oh, I should put a wording, like, I'm super sorry if you get a little motion sick with how much I flip things. It just helps me keep stuff a little bit better. It's fine. I was debating whether or not I wanted to skip this one or not. I think the hardest part is, like, for making it tentacles, is that I normally am pretty loosey-goosey with the hearts. I like the heart part in my hair. You were getting chased by too many monsters in Repo? No problem, no problem. But yeah, like, this is honestly how I generally draw the hearts in my hair. Or the heart part in my hair. It's like almost exactly like that. So trying to figure out how to keep it solid is awkward for me. I'm very loosey-goosey with my art style anyway. Then from there, it's basically just building the rest of my hair with tentacles in mind.
Do you kids have any idea just what time it is?
So it's like I get to layer stuff. That's fun.
This place is creepy.
Oh. I kind of don't feel like that one. Probably be something like that. I don't know. I'm just doing guesswork here. Which honestly is fine, because this is just the rough undersketch that I can edit and change later. You'll be lurking, you love watching people draw? Yeah, of course, no problem. Lurkers are the backbone of a streamer's community. Plus, I'm honestly the same. I also love watching other people draw. It also just kind of in turn makes me want to draw. I just realized I might have to change stuff up to do like the forward-facing thing. Oh well, it's fine. I'm getting the jots down, you know? I guess this part would be like white? Question mark? Like the undersides of the tentacles as they wrap around. Because, like, these are obviously pigtails, right? They go like, whoo! Which are cute. I love that. I'm probably picking this exact style when I get the game. Like, this hairstyle is just adorable. And we get the ears in there somehow. I wonder what they would be made out of. Like a coat hanger? Because, like, it kind of looks like this is all stuff sort of dug up from, or not dug up, but like pulled up from the sea. So, like, just a random wire coat hanger. That would be interesting to make, actually. So it's like a little wire hanger. And like a little twist there. Oh wait! I actually kind of love that. That's cute. just sort of imitate it on the other side, if I can. Also, this playlist is just so chill. I love it. It's literally like Pokemon Lo-Fi is the name of it. And then just have the thing going around like that, be in a headband proper. I guess I wouldn't have like the little hangy thing. I guess I could. But I think I would just have like a sucker there. Obviously, I'm gonna go in and like clean this all up later. Oof, my back hurts. I like super shrimp when I'm drawing. It's a really bad habit. Do that, and then boom. Little suckers in the background. Because they gotta be there. Especially if I'm like a little octo. And it would be like, whomp. And again with the suckers. Because octopus. Duh. I feel like you would see a little bit of the underside of the tentacle there. Just a teeny little guy. And this one you wouldn't really see the fold, I guess. And like we can have little like starfish. That would be cute. And like maybe a seashell shaped like a heart instead of the usual sprinkles and stuff I have. Oh, wait. What if like I base it off of takoyaki? Give me a second here. And like have the bonito flakes and everything. Takoyaki. No. I don't need people knowing where I am. Oh, what if I made like my little hair poofs into like my buns into little takoyaki balls? That would be cute. Just like add the toppings and stuff. So it'd be like sort of drizzled with the mayo, the takoyaki sauce. Oh, I'm getting ideas. And like little bonito flakes. This is fun. I wonder if this is how like the Nintendo design team kind of works out their stuff. Just like, hey, how do we make tentacle into hair? You know? And how to make fashionable. Speaking of, should I just keep my normal outfit? I think that would be the smart idea. Just kind of keep the vibe, you know? I'm just a little squid kid hanging around. Or not squid kid, I'm a little octo kid. Just chilling. They kind of have like square boxy hands. I mean, you don't really see my hands anyway. Because they're hidden. Or, actually, secret. I'm just a torso. I just thought that was funny. It's just a little bit easier on the program to only be the torso, you know? Less movement I have to put in and whatever. Also, please do ignore how terrible my anatomy is right now. I sketch pretty messy, if I'm being honest. And then I just kind of clean up from there. So my initial sketches always look whack. Then again, I think most artists start with pretty messy sketches. I mean, there are some people who have like really pretty under sketches, and I'm just like, damn, how do you get that? God, I wish that were me. I feel like sometimes I do a little bit of like a traditional cleanup mixed with like the digital editing. Because obviously you can't do flips like this on a normal like paperback, right? However, I just like having the luxury of it. I don't know, something like that. By the way, this helps prove my, I mean, I don't think my style is very AI anyway. Like, you can see a lot of the mistakes I make. But having a live stream kind of proves, like, hey, I don't use AI, generative AI in my work. I'm just me. Doing my own thing, you know? Ooh! This is a cute song. Sorry, it's been a while since I've heard this playlist. Ooh, jazzy. Snazzy jazzy, baby. Yeah, I still need to watch the full Nintendo Direct. I've been, I guess not busy, but distracted by my wrist being dumb. And I've been thinking of like how to like grow better and like how to do clip, I guess not clip farming, but like how to better, I guess, go cross-platform. And like, I don't know. I'm just kinda, I'm here vibing and I don't know what I'm doing, basically. And like, I've been seeing a lot of videos on like how to grow as a streamer and blah blah blah. And And it's like, you should ask for collabs. And I'm just like, oh no. What do you mean ask for collabs? I suck at talking to people. Oh, I think my mom is home, maybe? I just heard the door. And I don't have the door to the office closed because I didn't want the cat to be freaking out. Yeah, I also find that, like, sorry, I'm like switching between topics because that's how my brain works. But like in the Splatoon universe, they have big ol' feet. Which is kind of weird for me because personally, I have really small feet. I feel no shame admitting that. So it's like whenever I have to draw bigger feet on like characters and stuff, like bigger shoes, bigger designs like that, I'm like, oh no, how do I make bigger without looking weird? I guess in a way it's just a matter of perspective and just like the ability to understand it. Which, like, I have a vague idea. I went to school for a little bit for art. But nothing super big. Basically, the thing I did was, it was called Art Fundamentals. So it basically just, in a way it was almost like a trial course for like a full 4-year period. But mine got interrupted by COVID. And, unfortunate times, unfortunate timing. So I never really got to finish the program, mainly because of my own weaknesses with digital stuff. Like, I suck with online courses. I can never finish them because I forget about them. And that's exactly what happened to me in college, which is like, I always feel really bad. I definitely prefer in-person stuff if I'm learning something. Unless I'm learning it on my own, then I guess, in a way, I can chill learning stuff online. But like, I wanted to make a fully VTuber model. But it's complicated, man. I don't understand how 2D Live works. I don't quite get how exactly I'm supposed to split things up. Like, doing the stuff I do is the closest I think I can ever get to doing, like, VTuber stuff. Simply because of how it's, like, separated. But it's a lot simpler of a separation process. Just like personally, and then like I don't have to do anything like warp wise or meshes or anything. I can just sort of group stuff together the way I want to, which makes things a lot easier for myself. I think maybe the thing I struggled the most on when making this model was the lip sync. But once I found the chart that they had, it was a lot simpler of a process. Because, like, they had references of, like, what the mouth is supposed to look like in what positions, and a lot of them are actually pretty similar. Which, again, makes life so much easier. You know, I find that, like, Splatoon characters, none of them really are breasting boobily. You know? So you gotta make the chest a little bit smaller. Even if they're adults, they're still relatively small. Like, nearly flat, I'd say. I find that a lot of the shape, if any, comes from the hips, which is interesting. It's just fun to think of, like, anatomy-wise. And it's, like, such a fun sort of shape. Like, basically a pear, almost. Like that. But generally shorter. Oh, and I can't forget my glasses. Because I'm blind! Honestly, I might as well be blind. I can't see ever. My mom will be like, hey, can you find this thing? And I'm like, what thing? She's like, right there, in front of your face. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I see nothing. It's a real problem. There we go, that kind of works. That's a plan, almost. Ignore my poor writing, by the way. Oops. Sorry, I hit the mic with, funny enough, my headphone mics. Or my headphone mic. I have I have a set of headphones that has a microphone built in. But I don't use those. Or I don't use it. I use my little Fi-Fi microphone. Works pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of cleanup for this sketch. And then I'm gonna do, like, the mirror image thing. Ferret walks around the world. Sorry, sometimes I, like, lose what I'm talking about. And I just, like, space out while I'm drawing. So a lot of the time it's just me listening to music while stuff goes on. I completely forgot about this part of my hair, by the way. My bad. You know, I would love to show my entire process for making stuff, but my one little issue is, I don't know, my lack of ability, I guess, but also the fact that I can't have a second screen and my drawing tablet for my computer at the same time. Like, I think some of my HDMI ports are broken, and that's why it doesn't work. Which is just a little annoying, but hey, what can you do, right? I don't have the money to fix it. So it just kind of stays stuck like that. I'm completely forgetting how I draw my own hair, oh my goodness. I even have the reference right beside me and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot to add this part of hair. But that's why I do a cleanup sketch as well. Because it's just like, hey, you forgot this bit, you forgot that bit. I will say though, I think, rigging Splatoon models is a lot easier in the programs I use. Because it's just all essentially split up for the hair. I don't have to think about it. It's just this tentacle, this tentacle, this tentacle. Which just makes my life so much easier. And then like, this is stuck how it is. I think maybe the one issue I might have is just, what's the word? Figuring out how to do, like, the physics of it. Because there are, like, quote-unquote physics in the program I use. But they're not, like, super, super complicated. It's just, like, how much does it bounce? How much does it squish? You know? And I feel like I might struggle a tiny bit when it comes to, figuring out how the tentacles will squish. I guess I want them to feel like genuine tentacles, you know? I guess figuring out that wobble is gonna be fun. Also, I do want to get back into, like, Splatoon streams. It's been a while since I've played. And there's also gonna be a Splatoon Raiders Splatfest. So maybe I'll get back into Splatoon for that. Just, I lost the competitive edge for a bit, and then there was, like, the whole moving situation and blah 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 blah. That I kind of just, I don't know, never got to sort of get out and play the game again. But I'm excited to actually do it again. am struggling with this ear, weirdly enough, though. Why are you being fussy? Hello. Oh, thank you. My mom brought home apple pie. I will say, though, the way I'm doing the mouth makes it look a little weird. Because this is the sort of angular shape is one I use for a very specific character I have. So I'm just like, oh no, I kind of look like that character now. I will say, though, doing art streams like this, it keeps my room a lot cooler. Because normally this room gets super, super warm with my computer running basically everything. So now it's just like nice and chill. It's not yelling at me like, hey, I have like 50 million programs open. What's going on? It's hot. Ah! Now it's just kind of like, oh, we're chilling, we're vibing. Lovely. Sometimes I find even my tablet gets really hot when I do too much on it. And I just kind of like go, oh no. Oh no. Just want to make sure if that's like not angled weird. I think that's better. There we go. I feel like this is also a little bit of an advertisement for my Ko-fi. You can see in the corner. But I do make PNG Tube Plus models, like the one I'm currently using. That is one of the tiers. I also just have general character art and stuff. If you want to check it out, no pressure. Like, if anybody wants to check it out. I like to draw. Oh, I did realize that I made the thing a little unreasonable though. Like with the payment options. It's okay, it's okay. I can fix it later. Nothing that can't be fixed, am I right? I'll add in all of the suckers a little after. I just want to get the general sort of shape and idea out first. Basically just clean up what I've already got and then work from there. That's generally my work process. Now the question is do I keep the... I don't think I keep the floofs because of how the ears go out. Because they would technically be behind the ears. So because they're hidden, I guess I can't keep the floofs. Sorry, the pretty music is like pulling me in with the piano. It's just a straight vibe. I mean, it's Ends Farewell, and it sounds pretty sad. But it's like sad in a good way. It's very pretty is basically what I'm trying to say. You know, I've thought of doing those drawing challenges where you draw in different styles. But then I realized I'm not great at imitating styles. I mean, I could definitely try. But like, I don't know. I did have a phase where I tried to imitate a couple styles I've seen. But it was just kind of meh. Also, would squids? I guess they wouldn't have nails, right? That sucks. I wouldn't be able to paint my nails in the Splatoon universe. Because this is a little kind of hidden fact about my character that you can't see. But each one is colored a different color. You can see each of them here, actually. So, in order, it's blue for the thumb, pink for the index. I think I used the darker one, do I? No, I used the lighter one. Yeah, pink for the index. Yellow for the middle finger. Purple. And then this orangey browny color. And that's exactly how the nails are painted. I just thought it would be neat. By the way, I exclusively use this palette. Like, even my sketching color is there, as you can see. Oh, this is from, Legends Arceus. That was a fun game. I kind of love the idea of open world Pokemon game. Which is honestly why I'm super excited that Pal World is coming out soon. I believe it's also coming out... Is it next month or is it this month? I think it's the 10th of July. I would have to double check that. And then also, Fields of Mistra is having its 1.0 release in August, which I'm also super excited for. I love that game. Very chill, very calm vibes. That also means that Marriage becomes available, and we all know I have a favorite in that game, okay? I'm not ashamed to admit it. So I get to marry my lovely traveling merchant boyfriend. Oh my goodness. I'm like choking on lettuce that was stuck in my teeth. Ugh. I had chicken wraps for lunch. Honestly, I love a good chicken wrap. They're yummy. Yeah, I might change pace midway through stream and like change to a game. I'm not sure. But for now we're just chilling. I just kinda, again, with the direct, I felt like I needed to at least try and do a Splatoon model. Because I love the Splatoon franchise. It's so fun. Or Splatoon series, I guess I would say, not franchise. Because it's just like silly little squiddy people doing paintball. But with ink. Did you know that they started off as like little blocks of tofu? And they were gonna be rabbits? And then they became little squid kids? I just thought that was silly. Again, I apologize for whenever I go quiet. It's just kind of a locked in sort of focus mode. Genuinely, I never do it on purpose. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm really into this one detail right now. I need to focus hard. Oh, I also wonder if they're gonna be adding voice acting to the new Ocarina of Time. Because Breath of the Wild and, well, just Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have voice acting in them. And I believe the Hyrule Warriors for that game as well. Oh, Pixie Sticks, thank you for the little sippy. Yeah, I just saw that. Nice cool water. Thank you for keeping your streamer hydrated. But yeah, I genuinely wonder if there's going to be voice acting, since the recent games have had voice acting. And, like, is it just going to be for major cutscenes again? Or is, like, everyone going to have voice acting? And also, if they do the voice acting thing, are they taking away the ability to name yourself? Because, like, I don't mind that. If I get good voice acting in exchange for losing the ability to name myself, I don't mind. That sounds rad as hell. It's like, you can just imagine what the Deku Tree sounds like, and I'm excited to see what they do. I made it finally. Hi, Mom. Feel free to just relax. You know, pick up your stream streak things, and then chill out, because you're not feeling too good. Ugh, leg is broken. Well, either way, it's fine. This isn't gonna be, like, the super final product anyway. I'm just kind of doing this for, like, a general idea of what I want it to look like, and then I'm gonna actually draw, like, the model proportion size things. Well, I mean, technically I don't even draw the model stuff until I put it into Clip Studio. Because I use Clip Studio Paint for just the sheer amount of layers you can have, as opposed to Procreate's limited layers. Which I don't mind. I generally don't use too many layers anyway. Generally, and, like, I delete layers as I go as well. Especially in Procreate. Because I know there's a layer limit. So it's like, I'll have the under sketch, and then I'll have the actual sketch. And then once I have, like, a sort of completed sketch, I'll delete the under sketch. Which is, like, if you have a thing like Clip Studio, you don't necessarily have to do. You can keep that under sketch, which is, like, great if you're facing AI allegations, especially, because you could be like, here, look, this is my entire process. But then there's me here in Procreate being like, I deleted my layers, they're gone. Trying to breathe, stupid allergies, heavy groceries. Oh! I didn't know you got groceries. I would have went with you if I knew you were grocery shopping. I could have, postponed or done stream later. Whoopsie. Oh, last minute decision. Well, I guess if it was last minute. Still, I feel bad. I'm sitting here drawing and you had to bring in all that stuff by yourself. Oh yeah, don't mind my bad anatomy as well. Like, I'll fix it later. Fix it later. Fix it in post. Whatever, that's good enough. always loved the forest in Diamond and Pearl. Like, Nintendo has music down to a science. And I'm like almost jealous. I wish I could do that. Cause like, I've taken music, I've done music stuff, but I don't know how to make any of my own. I could help put away the rest later. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just didn't want to play a game today. Because like I said, my wrist is still being dumb. And I don't really know what to do about it other than just let it chill. And it's not my right wrist. It's not the wrist I used to draw. It's my left wrist, funny enough. Which is kind of like, I maybe understand, because it's what I carry everything with. But it's still annoying. It's like, hey, could we not? But alas, my wrist had decided it had other plans. Trying to get these shapes in there. Kinda looks like a belt loop. The eyes aren't exactly even either. I could probably fix that though. Meh. Like I said, it's just a sort of rough sketch, so it doesn't matter too much. Either way, it's gonna end up changing. I just like getting ideas down first before actually working on them. For the most part. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep with my original idea of just having like little stars. Stars and hearts. I guess technically I could keep them as like little round things. Oh wait, that would be a little confusing with the suckers, wouldn't it? I guess it really depends. Because I did almost forget I need to put those on. Just nice and chill. I don't know, if I do something like that, maybe it's okay. I don't know, we figure it out as we go along. I like to pretend I'm organized, but I'm really not. I'm like super disorganized all the time. I never know what I'm doing. Honestly, I just kind of wing it and hope it helps. Fake it till you make it. That's how I work. You who organize? Exactly. There's no organization to the chaos of my mind. Okay, just for a minute, let's do this. So I can draw them on without being confused. Because they kind of go on top, but not really? It's weird. Ooh, you want to know my favorite thing about playing Diamond and Pearl when I was a kid? It was the Poffin minigame. I loved making Poffins for my little guys. And I was so sad when there were no Poffins anymore. Because, like, I find the food mini-games in Pokemon aren't as fun anymore. There was just a primal joy I had while making circles to do the Poffins and trying not to burn them. Maybe that's why I liked Cooking Mama so much. That was a fun game. I don't know, seeing the Ocarina of Time remake is just making me remember my childhood games and how much I loved playing them. This kind of has like a filter on it that makes it sound just a little off-key. And I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's definitely interesting. It's like it's being played underwater. If that makes sense. So if you're curious about the little lines I'm doing, that's just sort of it to indicate that that's like the under part of the hair, or of the tentacle. Because in Splatoon you have like color, and then you have white. And that's kind of how the tentacles work. So I kind of forgot to put some of the under things on. That's why I'm doing it now. Actually, considering how this was leaning, it would be like to the back almost. Honestly, I love these lo-fi playlists. They're so calming. Sometimes they make me want to go to sleep, though. And I'm just like, oh no, stay awake. Like, I generally go into streams pretty sleepy anyway. And so I'm like, oh no, I'm extra eepy. But hey, it is what it is. And there'd be like maybe one there. Yeah, I try to be like a little... Thanks for the 10 rocks. Sorry, I didn't think, or I didn't know when you would be back. Honestly, I thought you were gonna be back a lot sooner. But my bad. And just kind of erase the bits we don't need. Just adding a teensy bit more clarity to my rough work. There we are. Da-da-da-da! I think that's good enough for, Oop, I forgot this. That's good enough for, like, a general gist of what I'm going for. I forgot I have, like, a little swoopy. I don't know. I do that more so that I don't have to do stuff. I guess I could add the candy motif as like an earring. Nah, looks silly. Yeah, I think that's decent enough for a rough estimate of how the thing would go. So now, I can do the fun part. Which is cheat with, symmetry. We'll just, move that to the side. And now I get to draw it all over again! Yippee! I just make more work for myself, honestly. Like, I could have just done this from the beginning. But I, for some reason, enjoy torturing myself. Okay, that's not true. I don't enjoy torturing myself. I just I don't know. I like to draw, so I make myself draw more, essentially. And then once I'm done this, I get to draw again in Clip Studio Paint. Yay! Again, I kind of do it to myself. I could probably be a lot smarter about my process and like min-max it or whatever. But this is just how I do things. I don't know. I don't think about it too much. I like being a little complicated. And like, I don't work in the industry, so it's like, I don't need to be standardized. This is just how it works for me. And every artist has a different process anyway, so... I think I made the legs a little too long. I think the one thing I'm not too fond of for like Procreate is that the selection tool isn't mirrored, and neither is like actual movement, which is unfortunate, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Because like it is doubled, or like, or I guess yeah, doubled. It is perfectly symmetrical in Clip Studio Paint. But hey, it is what it is, genuinely. Again, I kind of just do this to myself. Like, genuinely, I probably could have done this process so much easier. But I just decide not to. But I do get stuff done, like, a lot quicker anyway. Like, even if my way is complicated and people could probably look at it and go, why are you so inefficient? And I go, I don't know. I like it this way. Ooh, I'm not really keeping with the cute Splatoon proportions here, am I? Because they're more like round. There aren't like super sharp shapes within the overall like outline of Splatoon characters. They're all very like soft and round. The only sharp parts you see are like on the eyes here, especially for like octolings, and like the mouths. The mouths are very like angular. Like you have Marie's grin. Very, very angular. Or like, sometimes when they speak they have like that. But even still, it's like a pointed top. So it's like outside is overall soft, but it's contrasted a little bit by the sharp angles on the inside. I remember there was a time I was trying to draw in like the genuine Splatoon like art style that they post, and it was hard. It's a lot of trying to figure out how they layer the painting. And like, I've never been a great painter. So it did kind of throw me a bit. And then I was like, why am I trying to do this? But the one piece I did for it wasn't too bad, actually. I think I should still have it somewhere. Coffee Overlord, hi, how are you? Oh, thank you for the stretch and the little sippy. Ooh. I needed that stretch, I just had crunches in my back. And a little sippy. You're tired? That is a mood, Coffee Overlord. Feel free to just chill out for the art stream. The music might lull you to sleep, honestly. Pokemon lo-fi playlist. Honestly, watching people draw is pretty sleepy behavior. Or not like sleepy behavior, but it helps you sleep a little bit, I feel like. Especially because like I won't be screaming or anything. Because there's no monsters or anything. I said anything way too much. You forgot to sleep last night? Oh no! And you did an online course today. Oh no! Which was worse than being waterboarded. Aww. I'm sorry, Coffee Overlord. I hope you get a good night's sleep tonight. And like I said, just feel free to chill here. Fall asleep if you must. I will take zero offense. Because honestly, my drawing streams are pretty eepy. And like, they're super relaxing to me, especially. And like, the music might just lull you. Like, I feel like this music has almost put me to sleep a couple times. And I'm the one here drawing and streaming. The only course... Oh, the online course started off fine, easy. Then after an hour, it's still easy. After 2 hours, still easy. And, you think you're most of the way done with the course, and then you open the progress tab, not even halfway through. Oh no! Well, hopefully everything works out fine. Oh, by the way, if any of you decide to draw after my videos, technically what I'm doing isn't good. You're not supposed to, like, chicken scratch, is what they call it. But I don't know, it's a habit I can't kick. And I just kind of, like... It's because I am not confident enough to, like, fully swoop through a line. Because I'll just do that, constantly undo it. After 4 hours, it's still easy as heck. You go to the next section of the course, and now there's a mandatory info video you need to watch. Which is fine, but why must it be... Oof. That sucks. I can't do online courses. I can't focus long enough for them. I'm getting, like, alien noises from this one. It's probably some Pokemon's cry, but I don't know which Pokemon it is. Yeah, I could not handle online courses. I forgot about mine whenever I did them, if I ever did them. So, like, online courses are not a great option for me. I prefer in-class, like, physical work.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Just get it over with, right? I get it, I get it. Yeah, no worries here. Hey, at least I'm not lecturing you on how to draw. I mean, I could. I don't know if it would be very fun, because I'm really bad at describing things. But, it might be entertaining. Oh, it was, like, super basic and boring stuff. I hate that, when they just explain common sense to you. It's just like, hey, you want to know the #1 rule? Don't hit people! It lasted 4 or 5 hours and you're only 80% done. Oh no! You have 5 more courses after this one? Yikes. I wish you luck, Coffee Overlord. I don't know, I don't think I'd have the patience for that, if I'm being honest. I would probably, like, slack off on my phone or something while I was, like, quote-unquote listening. Oops. Oh, you're getting straight... Well, at least you're getting straight A's in the exams. That's pretty good. Even if it is just common sense. At least it'll look good. They're so easy to just think on the spot. Yeah. But again, at least it'll look good. Be like, hey, look, I have common sense, which is better than most people. Because, like, there are quite a few people who lack common sense. You wouldn't exactly call it common sense, but it's medical knowledge that could be useful. Oh, okay, okay. So it's kind of like almost basic CPR stuff? Like, you know, chest compressions are at 120 BPM. And you can do them to almost any song that is in that BPM. Basic CPR and a step above that. Oh, so like how to apply tourniquets and probably like what to do if there's a broken bone. Actually, I think if I recall this correctly, there are, for emergency responders, you never do a correction in field unless you absolutely have to. But it's like, the general consensus is that you have to take them to the hospital and then they'll deal with it there. Cause like, I know basic CPR. I know how to do chest compressions. I know how to, what do you call it? Basically, I know generally how to handle an emergency situation. Because, funny enough, there was a babysitter's course I once took, and it, like, Red Cross certified you in general CPR and CPR practices. So it's like, hey, that's pretty neat. Some stuff like CR... Oh, okay. Defibrillator usage, oxygen face mask, gel and stuff. Gotcha. Emergency first responder stuff. That makes sense, that makes sense. I mean, you are doing the firefighter training, so you'd need to at least know a little bit. Or not just a little bit, you'd need to know first aid, stuff like that. I feel like I made the hands too big. But don't worry, worry. If you're doing well on your tests, it'll look good on you. Even if they're a bit boring. Because there are some people who can't even say that. Oof, why are my hands looking so bad? Okay, I'm giving up on the hands for now. I'm moving on to something else. I imagine they also, like, teach you how to, like, take blood pressure and, like, that sort of stuff. And, like, what the numbers mean. What's standard for a normal person, what's standard for... standards for diabetics change, and, like, certain medical conditions change a standard as well. But, like, I find first aid stuff really interesting. Like, I know the basics, but that's about it. Like, I don't know anything about what normal blood pressure would be, or... you know, how to deal with, like, bad situations. Like, again, the most I've ever done was, like, general babysitting. And, like, I considered at some point maybe taking up childcare. Like, working at a nursery, or, like, being, like, a daycare assistant. But, I don't... I don't have the money for schooling. So it's like, that's not really something I think about anymore. Well, that's a lie. I do think about it sometimes. Because, I mean, kids are cute. I would probably work well with them. And, like, I've done a couple volunteer summer camp things when I was in high school because, you know, mandatory hours. But, I never thought about it past that. Really. I never really considered that I would be, like, good at it. And I definitely don't have the energy to keep up with little kids all day. I get tired so easy. Okay, I'm trying this hand again. And then I can adjust it as needed here. And then just copy paste it, essentially. The first aid, like 4.5 hours straight. Stuff you already know about. That makes sense. But it's better to have the knowledge than to not have it, especially if you're working as a first aid person. Because if someone was like a first responder and they were like, "Oh no, how do I do this?" I would probably be worried. And I feel like generally most people would be if they heard the responder go, "Oh no, what do I do?" I think I screwed up on the eyes. They're weird. Yeah, I think they're just trying to reinforce your knowledge. Yeah, but like, can you just do the exam and be done with this part of the course? You don't want to be sitting here listening to the same thing. Yeah. That's kind of, I guess, the one downside. Is that, like, you kind of have no say over all of that kind of stuff. Because they're trying to reinforce it and make sure you know it, like, the back of your hand. Which also means you kind of get stuck. I'd say, I guess, just take it as a chance to take it easy. There's no need to stress, you can just kind of relax and take the course. Like, you could do like almost a half pay attention thing. Because like, if you know what's going on already, you could just chill out. Because I did that a lot in some of my classes. It's the same stuff you could explain about 45 minutes. So why does it take them 4.5 hours? I would say they're probably just trying to be thorough and make sure everybody gets their money's worth. That's my guess. Oh my god, it looks like an alien. What am I doing? I was doing so good, and now I can't draw anymore. What the heck? Guys, my artistic ability has left me. I can't draw anymore. Oh, no, there we go. That maybe fixed it. Yeah, in some of my music classes, they would explain, like, all of the basics. And I'd be like, did everybody not already learn this? And they're like, yeah, well, you still gotta do it. And so I'd be like, aw, man. That's annoying. And, like, we would spend whole classes on stuff I already knew about. Just to revisit it again the next week. But then we finally got into the harder stuff and I didn't understand. It's like, you made me so bored and mind-numbed that now I don't understand anything. And then they dove into the politics and behind the rescue operations. So that's matter. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about politics. I can't say anything about it. I also don't have the political tag on. But it's just stuff happens. And you kind of gotta keep it in the back of your mind. Because actually, there are people, like, there's the Good Samaritan Act, but there are people who still try to sue you when you do CPR on them. Because they're like, oh, they broke my ribs and now I can't do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, yeah, but they saved your life. So I guess it's more so to, like, avoid issues. Mustache! Sorry, I got distracted. Ugh, these hands and arms still don't look right. I think maybe I should move this up a little bit. Sure, your ministers are... but yeah, I don't know. You're gonna go pass out now? No problem, Coffee Overlord. Have a good sleep, and I hope everything gets better. Don't worry too much about boring classes and just get through them. Just turn your brain off and, like, space out if you have to. Why does this look so wrong? I don't know, my brain can't comprehend what's going on. Because, like, the thing I need is the arms now, basically. I mean, I guess I could, like, detail some of the clothes, but... I'm getting annoyed with myself. So I'm just like, hey brain, why are you no anatomy good? I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit dumb because I can't get the arms to work. Or the hands. I think I just can't do a front face today. For whatever reason. Which sucks. But hey. It is what it is. Also, what's the battery at on this thing? Whoops. 32, okay. Oh no, I never charged my phone. How will I read if my phone is not charged? Sorry, I'm like completely distracted. Well, I've gotten the general gist of the design out of the way. I'm really struggling. Oh, goodness. Hiccups. I'm really struggling with the front face. So, I'm gonna go over here and line this. Whenever I get super frustrated and, like, I can't draw properly, I just move on to something else. Because there's no point in getting super upset when you come back to it later with better eyes. Besides, this law piece is nice. And I already have the sketch done, so all I need to do is just line it nice and then color it, which is honestly the best part. Just chilling with line art and colors. Ugh. Beautiful, perfect, lovely. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Also, why is Law kind of fine though? Not me simping over Law. Like, isn't he also... I know he was temporarily a warlord, but I don't know if he, actually managed to become an Emperor of the Sea. I can't remember. Oh. One Piece spoiler, sorry. But I mean, those episodes aired a while ago. So I feel like most people know. But I also know that there are a lot of people who just don't want to watch One Piece because of how long it is. Which is, like, understandable. It's you have to be ready to be committed if you want to watch One Piece. And not everybody can do that. Some people can't even stay committed to their partners, you know? may be a long ride, but it's a good one. Especially if you're a fan of, like, shonen. Honestly, the only reason I managed to get through One Piece is because of the panoramic. Funny enough. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted by the soundtrack. But I had a lovely job of sitting in the back and taking people's temperatures. And I had asked if I could bring in, like, stuff to keep me busy. And they're like, yeah, go ahead. I mean, you're sitting here for, like, what, 8 hours a day? Might as well do something, right? Like, occasionally I would get small tasks to, like, you know, put these stickers on this merchandise, or, like, hey, can you take care of this overdue stuff, or whatever. Or, like, arrange the schedules. Like, I didn't do the schedules, but I, like, posted them up. Because there were still some, like, people who needed the physical stuff. Anyway, but I basically sat there doing nothing for 6 to 8 hours a day. So they're like, yeah, you can bring in your tablet, you could do work so long as you're actually making sure to take the temperatures right. And that's how I got through One Piece. I sat there 6 to 8 hours a day just watching One Piece. Because I literally had nothing else to do. Honestly, I miss doing that. Now I sit and read stuff for that long. No, but I do try and at least think of stuff I can do for, like, stream. I'm not, like... Here's the thing, is that I get a little overzealous. And I tend to overpromise. Like, myself. And then I get really upset and frustrated when I can't actually pull it off. So it's like, I try to sort of curb it. To be like, okay, I can do A, B, and C, but I realistically can only do A. But because I set, like, such high expectations for myself, I get really disappointed. And that's a really, really hard habit to, like, genuinely take care of. And I don't know. There's a lot I want to do. I just don't personally have the means to. And I guess that's, like, the hardest part for me. Especially when it comes to, like, streaming and stuff. Because, like, I want to do, like, VTuber model stuff. That would be so fun. But again, I don't have the skill for it. I don't understand it. And because I'm such a perfectionist, if I can't do it right, like, almost immediately, I'm just like, well, it's a lost cause. I'm stupid and dumb. And it makes I make myself sad. But I do want to work on things like maybe getting stickers out, or getting a little chat pet, like making a little chat pet, so that, like, I could do TTS donations, or not donations, but, like, TTS stuff. So, like, it'll read out your subscription messages or your bit messages. And a lot of that is stuff I kind of have to figure out how to do. Because I just don't know. I'm not ashamed to admit that I don't know. But it's hard when you purposefully put the expectation on yourself. And then you're like, oh shoot, I can't actually pull this off. Like, something I wanted to do, like, for a quote-unquote debut was to, like, do a cover of a song. But I don't know how to audio mix. I wouldn't even know where to start. And so there I go again with, like, big expectations versus actual ability. Honestly, in the beginning, that's kind of why I wanted to, like, possibly join a company. Like, you know how there's, like, VTuber agencies and stuff? I have debated that for a while. And, like, trying to do auditions and stuff for that. But then you also learn that there's a lot of not so great companies out there. And, I wouldn't get the support I need. So I'm just hoping that someday, you know, everything will work out fine. I'm quite happy and content with how streaming is going now. So, like, I think I can be happy. And then maybe one day, if I manage to ever get big enough, you know, I can, like, maybe get a manager or something to help me organize stuff like that. Because that would just really help me out, especially because I'm so scatterbrained. Having someone to sort of realistically go, Cari, take a second, think about it, would really help me. Oh wait, why am I putting the lines there? I generally take care of that with, like, shading. Let's see, I think I have his sword kind of like a... I decided I want to change the angle of the sword. I can hear my cat outside. It'll just kind of be lying behind him. Da-da-da! And technically, if I do just, like, the end of the scabbard, I don't have to draw the complicated part. Because it'll be behind him, and you won't be able to see it. And that, my friends, is how you cheat art. Just, if you don't want to draw it, don't! Actually, it would probably be better if it was like that, huh? Yeah, I cheat with my art all the time. And it's great. I trick your brain into seeing more detail and stuff than there actually is. Because there's nothing better than literally faking it to make it. I feel like generally that's a lot of what art is. It's just like, hey, these shapes make your brain think that it's looking at this. So like, if it thinks it's looking at this, then it is. I'm just tricking you by pretending I'm drawing what I'm drawing. And then I'm also tricking myself into being like, yeah, that is kind of what I'm drawing, huh? It's great. I love art for that. I'm gonna do that, and that implies like there's an underside to the hat. Do I know what I'm doing? No, absolutely not. But I'm gonna pretend like I do. Wait, what's this layer for? Oh, I know what it's for. Oh, okay, we have holes. We have holes! They must be fixed. Wherever they are. Oh, there it is. Are there any anywhere else? Yep. Okay, where's the hole here? Right there. Perfect! Put down like a neutral color. Neutral-ish color. Then you can sort of build from there. I just want to make sure that it didn't like leak out. Because sometimes it leaks out a little bit. Sorry if I make anybody sick by doing this. I promise it's not on purpose. I'm on the wrong layer. Whoopsie. I know generally people aren't gonna notice like a pixel or two leaking out, but I will. And it will annoy me. Because like if I'm coloring and then it's like, hey, by the way, I'm peeking out over here. This one tiny little gray spot. I'll be like, how dare you? And then I'll have to like obsessively find the layer that has the wrong thing. I could probably, like, change the fill parameters and stuff. But I don't wanna. Also, I see 5 people, supposedly. Are some of you just here to simp for Law like me? Because absolutely based if you are. Totally valid. I was gonna make my Splatoon model, but for some reason my brain can't figure out how forward-facing things go. And so when I get frustrated, I just choose to do a different piece. Oopsie. Hi, Mr. Ricottagus. You're soaking in this chill vibes. Simp as much as you want. Thank you! I will. Because I love Law as a character. He's such, like, a nihilist, too. And then he gets trapped, or wrapped up in with, like, the Straw Hats. Mainly Luffy. And then it's like, oh no. God, what have I done? You could just hear him say it. In his head. Every expression. Just, oh god, what have I done? As soon as the Straw Hats do something. And then everyone else is just like, yeah, that's just how it goes. Kinda have to deal with it when you're around Luffy. Luffy does what Luffy wants, and no one can stop him. I'm also curious if any of you have a favorite Straw Hat. Like, it doesn't matter if they're part of the crew or like an honorary Straw Hat. I'm just curious if any of you have a favorite one. For me, I'm not quite sure, but probably Zoro. I don't know. I think he's neat. Totally has nothing to do with the fact that, that they say his chest size is canonically the biggest out of everyone. I would never. That's not me. No, but I do just like his design overall. And I like his loyalty as first mate. Like, all of the Straw Hats are very compelling characters. Even Usopp, who I kind of find annoying sometimes, but they're, like, lovely. Not looking respectfully at all, are you? No, I am. I look very respectfully. Zoro's arc as a character, going from, I'm just going to do my own thing and become the greatest swordsman, to I will give my life for Luffy, is amazing. And I love seeing the character growth. Like, Oda has amazing storytelling skills. And the anime honestly might take forever, but I love it. It's just so fun. Yeah, I may be a simp for pretty boys, fictional pretty boys, but that's about it. In general, I am very, very respectful when looking at people. Besides, it doesn't really matter in the end because they are fictional. Now, if this was a real person, that would be a different story. Honestly, for me, I look at real people and I'm just like, oh, yeah, cool, okay, that's fine. But then, like, fictional people, awooga. It's a joke. I generally don't like hardcore simp for anybody. I just kind of like making the joke that I do. I don't know, I just find the awooga joke so amusing because I don't get it. And also, I can appreciate your good pun. We appreciate the distinction between real people and the cutesy anime boys. Exactly! If you go awooga for an actual person, that's kind of weird. And like, honestly a little bit creepy. But if you're doing the awooga, oh my god, look at them, for a fictional person, it's like, who cares? They're designed that way. They're supposed to be pretty. And again, it doesn't affect anyone's feelings if you're doing it for someone fictional. Because again, they're not real. So in the end, it doesn't matter. No, I joke about the awooga. I generally don't legitimately simp for people or like characters because I'm just like, that's a little far, even for me. But I will happily play up. To some extent, for a fictional character is the highest form of praise. Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't get like weird about it. As long as you don't start treating them like a real person, it's fine. Because again, they are fictional. But making the joke because they're fictional is fine. And just generally, aesthetic-wise, you can understand it. Oh, I drew on the wrong layer. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's... Honestly, I think it's just a matter of how far you take it. Because again, I personally like the awooga take old bitty anime girl. Whoa. It's so funny that it's so exaggerated, you know? Basically, for me, I take it as an exaggeration. It's not like a legitimate way or like a legitimate feeling. It's just kind of like a meme, you know? I just like making the joke. I feel like using the marker thing here might not be the best idea for like color references. One sec, I'm gonna see if I can find a solid color, oops, image. Oops. Oh. My tablet's at 18%, that's fun. My boy! Look at him. He's so perfect. This has all the colors I need. I'm yoinking this one. Hello. I said I would like to yoink this picture. My tablet froze. Takoyaki spotted. Yeah, I was, Law is stuck on my screen! He's stuck on my screen! He knows! He knows! But yeah, that was, a potential thing I was thinking of. For, like, my Splatoon Sona. Wait, can I drag and drop this? Please! He saw you staring and now he's staring back. Oh, a stretch and a little sippy. Thank you, thank you. 1 second. Okay. Stretch. Thank you for the stretch. I have been shrimping for like 30 minutes. And... sip of water. Thank you for keeping your streamer hydrated. Okay, now I can, like, directly steal the screen tones. Like the digital tones. I mean, it probably would have looked less orange if I had just kept going. Because I was just genuinely worried because of how orange his skin tone was looking. And then... he's got them blue jeans. They were kind of this color. Nope, that's too dark. They were like that color. Hey, wait, I need one in his regular fit. Saving photos. Maybe I should just use this brown color. Oof. My line art is not flattering. Oh, not the middle finger. Law. That's naughty. He's got so many different fits, it's hard. Okay, you know what? You know what? It's interpretation time. Oh. What is this? I did like this blue, though. Can you stop?
Doesn't the name sound romantic?
Can... hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you done? Ah! You swear you're gonna be mother-in-law to a character. No, no, no. Maybe. But not actually. Oh no, what have I done? My baby boy! Okay. Fix that foot, it looks wrong. Which one? It's the digital wedding, absolutely. The suffering of an artist who chose to draw. Yeah. I don't know, maybe he does have a broken ankle. I don't know. It looks fine to me. For now. Besides, I already did the line art. I'm too lazy to change it now. Why? I'm struggling with my program. Why is it being such a nuisance? I mean, it's probably just the way I did the thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to change stuff. My brain's already being stupid. I just want to color things in and make it look pretty. Shush, Windows. I don't even know what you're pointing at. I don't know why colors are spilling out. Why are you being stupid? The frustration. The challenges of being an artist. Anyway, honestly the dark purples might fix it. Or maybe his jeans are blue. We'll make it closer to blue. I just want it so that like the line art doesn't look weird. No. And this is kind of close, but I want it more grayish. And the inside can be similar. Oh wait, no. There we go. And then again, I did like this jean color. Why? What's going on? because it's low battery and it's like being really stupid. Like, what's going on? Why are there so many leaks in my color drop? Please? Why? Oh? Okay, I fixed it. Barely, but I fixed it. Man, I love watching myself struggle. I really don't, but gotta stay positive. The hair can be just a tad lighter. I think that's close, but not perfect. I think I want to keep them in like the blue tones. They just kind of work with like the jeans and everything. And then nothing looks too like weirdly contrast. And the background, I usually paint in my backgrounds. Well, quote unquote paint. Yeah, I just kind of vibe with it. Hello? I'm sorry, I'm like... I don't know, I'm getting frustrated. My stuff's not working properly. It's making me upset. Wait, did he have gold earrings or... Yeah, they're gold. There we go, and now I can blah blah blah. I can just do my cleanup. Eyes, I generally do separately anyway. He has like gray eyes, bluish gray. I'd say like this color. I forgot the eraser was massive. Why is this suddenly a different color? Oh, because I erased it. I am working respectfully, sir. I promise. Feels like he's staring into my soul. Definitely judging me, at the very least. Which is, like, fair. I think everybody deserves to be judged at least a little bit. This one... Oop. I forgot I wasn't on automatic! Or I forgot I was on automatic. There we go! God, he looks so done with me. Perfect. And the hat can be a similar shade of white. Doo-doo. Now it's time for my favorite trick. Pretending I know how anatomy works. Pretending I know how to shade properly. Woo! Fake it till you make it, baby! Oh. Okay, it seems like I might have to end stream soon. Don't worry, I will fix this later so it doesn't look so wonky. This definitely is my favorite trick, just pretending. This is just how I get my general soft cell shaded look. Basically, I put in color where you would imagine there would be shading. Then I just kind of smooth it out from there. Basically, I place stuff where it would be cell shaded, and then I smudge it until it looks semi-decent. Oops. And then, like, look at that. It's almost painterly. And then it also doesn't look as wonky. And I just kind of add to it. generally, this kind of trick works. Although I've never, like, done, like, actual muscle before. So this is gonna be a fun test. Wait, no, that's a lie. I've done muscle before. Just not with this specific technique. I've done it with, like, my lazy style. Or, like, my quick sort of sketchy-ish. But it's fine. Also, I have no particular reason as to why I shade skin with red. I think just because, like, it adds that sort of blush skin look. Honestly, I generally don't have a reason behind much of what I do. I just do it because it looks pretty. And it's like, kind of, right? It's like you get the vague idea. It looks kind of fleshy, almost. I don't know, I like to go pretty subtle with my shading. And then, like, you can even go lighter for the places where... Oop, that's not lighter. You can go lighter for the places where there would be, like, highlights. And of course, all of this would change depending on, like, what your lighting is and whatever. Basically, I just make stuff up as I go along and hope it works. Which most of the time it does. Anyway, my tablet is dying. Oh, whoops. Wrong emote. My tablet is dying. And we're almost at the 3-hour mark. So, let's hop over to just chatting for a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed chilling with me and just drawing today. It was, I had a lot of fun. I absolutely love drawing. And, like, that law piece is coming out good. Oh, it's coming out good, baby! But yeah. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna be doing on Friday. Whether I play a game or draw some more. I guess it just depends on how I feel. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. And I hope to see you again on Friday. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on what time it is for you. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!